following me or like watching me. Like I'll hear like breathing out of nowhere, stuff like that. And like, can you explain that to me?
The smell of sage, or the use of sage, or the repulsion to sage? Which part? Because
I seen a lady with a bundle of
mm,
what looks like paper in her hand.
yeah,
She lit it on fire. She was saying little words, maybe in a different language. I wasn't really familiar with the terms,
yeah.
and pretty much smoked the room out before
Well,
certain.
also from a positive point of view, you can use smoke and sage to put your intentions into the smoke, into that realm, and cleanse things. But in the same way, it's your intent that you're using it for. So smoke and various other plants mixed in will offer negative protection. That's what you're talking about. And I imagine they are making a psychic blockage, for lack of a better word, I would imagine. But a lot of things are burnt. A lot of people see things being burnt and assume it's sage, but there's a lot of things that can be burnt. If I'm being honest, this is a lot, man. This is a lot. We're just gonna have a fun chitty chat here tonight, but man, we're delving. We're delving. And have you witnessed anything else other than this one group? Let's just call them the Mr. B group. Have you witnessed anything else that would make you say that could be another group?
Well, I'll say that because whenever I have a team in place and we have a principal that's going to visit a place, we always request the dossier or the guest list of who's supposed to be in attendance. Now, on several of occasions, the publicists from whoever we're representing would have a list of people that they do not want allowed inside. But the Mr. B guy, him and his little dog that he got a dog named Jabez. And, I researched that name also. And that name interprets into the word pain. But it's like nobody can tell this guy what to do. It's like nobody can tell him anything. And that was weird to me. And then I was even told that, look, bro, don't make no eye contact with him. Don't say anything to him. And if you get into it with him, you're on your own. And I'm looking like this little dude, like this little guy, like. But when I seen him, when I got close to him, all of the billionaire, millionaire guys that I've worked for were very dangerous people. That dude had on a $3 million watch. He had his little dog. He's going eating little hors d'oeuvres from the table with the dog in his hand. His name, Bow, and his dog's name, Jabez, which means pain. What is that about? What is that about? Like, why is it such symbolicism? People warning me, because bro, I don't play games, bro. I'm not afraid of hell or jail, bro. I'm God's son, bro. I know for a fact. I know that I'm protected, bro. Like I know it. There's some days I know things. I don't know how I know it. I've been in very, 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 very precarious, dangerous, hair-raising situations, and there is some sort of, I call it hypernormal element going on, man. And some days I feel like someone's following me or like watching me. Like I'll hear like breathing out of nowhere, stuff like that. And like I just got a message right now across my screen. People watching this, like casting like protection spells over me. And when we work in human trafficking, we have some process called retrievals. Every time we pull a retrieval and we take one of these guys' phones, we always say if you find one graper, if you find one pedo, you found 20. They operate in groups. They have their own symbols and codes how they speak, and the boogeyman exists
on very many levels.
I just don't believe. I'm listening.
Have you ever heard the sentence being muttered between these people? My will be done. Those words, my will be done.
I've seen that written down on. I've seen that written on a guest list for events.
Okay. All right. Have you ever noticed any weird little symbols on doorways? Almost like maybe like a little brass, when you get like a little brass number with someone's name on it on a door. Have you ever noticed any series of numbers or any little symbols or icons in doorways for events for these people? Not obvious, not that it would stand out in any way, and maybe not even nothing too decorative, but they're there. Have you ever seen anything like that?
A spiral.
Spiral. Okay. That's maybe one for Bev. I have no take on that. Okay.
You got access so you can type it in and see and look it up?
Sure.
Like I've seen like a spiral that looks kind of like an @ sign, but it's a spiral.
An @ okay, hang on. Wait. Listen. Okay. I'm going to show you something and then we're going to continue. Hang on a second. Networks and groups to identify locations and each other. Now, here's the weird thing, bro.
I have seen that. I have seen those two at the top. I have seen that several times.
How mad is this? You may have also seen it on this Disney character's face. Okay. This symbol is on the Pope's uniform. It is littered throughout Disney. It is all over various conspiracies involving, oven baked Italian food with the cheese topping, and we can't say the full name, but you know what I'm saying. And it's serious stuff. This was an FBI list that came out of symbols that were used during the big conspiracy that came out with the Clintons' email leaks. And it is on, like I say, the Pope uniform. It is on Disney characters. It is everywhere. Tell us your experience, and if you can, delve into who these people, who the events these were, if you can. But obviously, don't do it if it's dangerous, mate. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me that spiral is symbolic for crimes against children?
Yeah, this sadly, this symbol is prolific. In fact, I'm going to bring you up the FBI stuff so you know that it's not just an internet meme. Symbols and logos used by PDF to identify preferences. This is the AKA boy. You're into, boys, young boys, children. But this it supersedes a lot of the classification of preference, and has been adopted by a lot of these individuals as a standard symbol just for PDF ways, if that makes sense. Sorry to break that to you, bro. Like, yeah.
I used to always wonder why is that, and like it was never a description behind it. Like I've seen like when the people come out to collect cell phones before the party goes to the private areas. I've seen people pass out little business cards with just that symbol on it.
So just a bear card with that symbol. Oh wow! And do you know what invisible ink is? You ever, the whole, like, if you some invisible inks and you put lights on them and all of this. That's what these cards will entail. There'll be something. It'll be UV, or it will be lemon.
Yeah. Because they would shine a black light over the card.
Right. So that's because the information's hidden. So if they drop the card or anything like that, and you pick it up, you're not going to instantly know what's happening. It's wild, dude. It's wild. These symbols and what these groups you utilize to identify is my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse, sadly. I feel like, yeah, dude. Seriously, man. I mean, I've known about these symbols and more, and that's just one of them. But yeah, man. I mean, that's what it is. It's wild because we often talk about the Digisphere and Hollywood and the unknowing individuals who are doing their jobs, right? And certainly bouncers, security, that sort of thing fall into it. And when we also talk about the elites putting these things in our faces, okay, in our faces on purpose, you've lived it, big homie. You've just lived it. Yeah.
So if I know if an event like this is gonna go down, and you think it'll be kids in there somewhere?
Oh, listen, if I was going to allegedly say, I would look at the budget.
No, allegedly, bro. No. Say what you really want to say, because if this is true, it's gonna go down. Hold on.
You're gonna have to look at logistics of it. You're gonna have to look at budget. You're gonna have to look at levels of the building. If there's a basement, a back entrance, if there's sewers, if there's tunnel systems. Look at locations. Also, as this symbol popped up repeatedly at venues, do they keep using the same venues over and over and over again? Because there will be, if we're talking about the possibility of younglings being there, we need to look at hidden entrances and exits, because it's very possible.
I gotta mute this. I gotta mute this for 1 second.
Yeah. Go ahead. Well, listen, can we get a like and a share, please? I think a lot of us have sort of been taken aback by the direction this has gone this evening. I didn't really expect Big Homie to be as open as he has. Ron does listen, please listen. I'm having a discussion, right? We're on a journey here together. All right. Some people get it, some people don't. I'm an acquired taste. It's all good. But this is mind blowing, and this is a journey that we are on with this. And like I say, Big Homie and myself and a few other people, Beverly included, we keep in touch offline, and it's real. All of this is real to us, and it's just incredible, this journey we're on. Yo,
man, that right there.
Yeah.
I just had to make a phone call. Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, watch this. We gonna be on the news now. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And honestly, it's not even one of these things that accidentally would just be there, Big Homie. It's a well-defining, identifiable mark. And the more hidden and recluse that it is, the more less in your face it is, the more likely that there is indeed more than just a party going on. You know? In fact, I would even suggest that symbol there, if we consider this is the top of it, and you see this in multiple places, but the point of it is facing a different direction, it could be leading you somewhere. If you see what I mean. You know how you got like a fire exit sign with the arrows. If you see it repeated around the building and the tip is pointing in a different direction, it may mean that.
You just uncovered something for me, and
yeah,
there will be immediate action taken about this. What time is it?
It's like 5 to 1, bro.
Okay.
See when you do that smile, right? Like it's there. Like, listen, you got to remember, stay safe. Don't like center yourself. Knee-jerk reactions and things like this, especially when we start talking about Solomon and the things that he is, the summonings and all that. You got to be super ahead of yourself with this. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm the very best at what I do.
Oh, listen, I'm just your buddy. Looking out I'm the guy that if you go on holiday and don't send him a postcard, I think something bad's happened to you. Okay, I'm just worried.
You just helped. What you just did right there is going to have a major effect because I didn't know that.
Well, there's a lot of things I can tell you about things like that, big homie.
And they call these events lifestyle parties. I am here, mother. I'm doing an interview right now too, mama. Yeah, man. I had been gone about 8 days. I missed my mom. Had to hop on a private jet, come home and see my mama because you know what we gonna do, Ron?
We love our mamas, mate. That's true. I love my mama wholeheartedly, though. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel you 100%. What are we going to do? Tell me. Sorry, I interrupted you. What are you going to do?
I am going to have a camera crew.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.